so much for joining me today. So what I love about Pilates is it helps athletes develop their core strength, their flexibility, their mobility, their body awareness, their mindfulness in their movement. So that's what we're going to do today. So in your swing, as you shift from your backswing to your upswing, you go from your lower body to your upper body. And in order to make that movement more fluid, we've got to work the pelvis area, the shoulder area, the spine area, and make it more mobile. We also need to be able to stabilize where we need to so that you're in control of your body and not your clubs. So we're going to do a little routine today, and there are 3 different body positions. And in the end, you're going to feel a little bit more aware of your body. You're going to develop those important muscles that help make your swing much more powerful. The first thing is the pelvis area. All right, so as you shift your weight from backswing to upswing, a lot of movement has to happen in the pelvis. And if you don't have that movement, you're going to create injury, especially in your low back. So as we lie down, take your feet shoulder distant. And all I want you to do is roll your pelvis towards your chest and then release. You're not jamming into the mat where you're squeezing the seat and you're pushing into the mat. You're just pulling your hip bones towards your rib bones and then release. Again, use your abdominals to do the movement. Try not to put any weight in your feet. 2 more times. Keep your chest open. And then 1 more, and I want you to hold that imprint where your low back's in the mat. And then push into your feet, squeeze your seat, and come up a little further. And then roll that down. Roll through your imprint first, so when your abdominals can't do anymore, push into your feet and squeeze your seat. 2 more times. One more. Now stay there and continue to work up the spine, articulating it up until you're all the way into a bridge position. In bridge, your knees should be the highest point, then come your hips, and then your shoulders. And then soften the chest and roll it down and keep pulling your hip bones towards your chest until the last possible moment. Roll the hips to imprint, then push through the feet, squeeze the seat, articulate it up, find your bridge. In your bridge, you should feel your seat more than your hamstrings. Your hamstrings are going to automatically work, but we want to create body awareness, body control. So squeeze your seat more than your hamstrings, and then soften the chest and roll it down. 1 more time. Through imprint, roll, squeeze, and lift. Now stay here. Let's try to lift your right heel without shifting anything in your hips. And then hover the foot and do the same thing. Drop the toe, drop the heel. Again, left heel, hover the foot. Nothing should shift in the hips. They should stay square. 1 more each side. This is called marching. And left. Now we're going to do it a little further. You're going to lift and you're going to go tabletop, drop down, other side. 1 more each side. So notice the leg that you lift, the opposite leg has to really squeeze up with the seat. And if this is too much, just stay in that double leg bridge. And then roll it on down. Hug the knees in. And now we're going to turn it around and work extension. So if you find in your swing that you're flexed forward a lot and it's hard to get mobility in that swing, well, we need to work more extension. So you want to create more mobility in your spine. And your spine is actually stronger this way. But so much of us are flexed forward in our iPads and iPhones and books and computers. We hardly ever go in this direction. So it's very important to strengthen those muscles as well. So what I want you to do is you lie on your back, just sort of tuck your tailbone under a little bit, roll your shoulders back, pull your belly in, and start to lift up. Here I'm working my mid-back. My mid-back is what controls my shoulders. So I'm pulling my mid-back and then lower down. Again, roll it back, tuck the pelvis. It's more reaching long than it is lifting. And then lower down. And then 1 more time like that. Inhale it up. And then exhale it down. Okay, so now this time we're going to roll up. You're going to hold it. Hold it up. You're still inhaling, fill your lungs, and then exhale, dive forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, inhale. Now as you dive forward, pick your belly in, and then squeeze the mid back as you open it up. Last time. And then lower it on down. From here, you're going to come to all fours. You're going to place the knees right underneath your hips, your hands right underneath your shoulders. Stay strong. Don't sag in that back, because that's bad for the swing too. I see that a lot, where people swing like this, all right? So we want to stay strong. Reach your right leg and lift it up. Pretend this knee is still down on the ground. So try not to shift into that side. Stay balanced. Hold here and squeeze your seat. Make sure your butt is holding that leg up and not your low back. Hold there and reach. And now lift your left arm. Stay nice and long. And then lower it down. Now other side. Reach the leg. Lift it up. Pretend that point is still down so you have balance in all 4 points. And then lift. Keep that spine long. And then lower down. One more each side. And then last time. And lower down. Then from here, you're going to lift up into full plank. So when you go into plank, if I put my knees down, right, nothing should shift in my body as I come up to plank. So I shouldn't see this. You have all 4 points. Those 4 points stay balanced the same way as you hold here. Same thing, you're going to lift your right leg without shifting your weight. And then lower it down. Lift, lower. One more each side. Then just drop your knees down and sit back, shell stretch. All right, let's work our side. So now we have to work our hips, because as you shift your weight from back to front, you have to do a lot in the hip area. All right, so lying down, get your body nice and long from shoulder, hip to heel. So everything's lined up. Shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, ankle, ankle. And we're just going to lift and lower that top leg. You don't want to lift it too high. You just want to lift it where you can really stay aligned. If I lift too high, see what happens in my waist and my hip? Everything goes out of whack. But if I can go right there, that's where I can stay long. And I can keep my hip right there. If I lift too high, the hip sinks in. So, just where you can stay aligned. 5 more here. You want to feel as if you're reaching your top leg longer than your bottom leg. If you need more stability, you can bend that bottom leg. 2 more times. Abs stay strong because we want to stay balanced on our side. So now we're working the front and the back equally to stay balanced. Now you're going to hold it up there and we're going to give little circles. And as you circle the leg should be the only thing moving. I don't want to see your upper body back and forth. Shoulders stay back. And as you send that leg back, squeeze your seat. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Neck long, circle the other way. And your front hand here helps you balance. 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. And lower it down. Let's go to the other side. Nice and long. Your top arm can rest or you lean on. I don't want you up here because notice what happens. Everything sinks. So you want to stay long. Get long, lift and lower. So you want to stack up, shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, ankle, ankle. This hip wants to sink in. In order to keep it from sinking, if I think of reaching my leg longer than my bottom leg, it will help this top hip push that way. Also, you want to keep your abs in so you don't collapse in your waist. 4, 3. Remember, you can bend that bottom leg as well if you need more stability. Now you're going to hold this one up and you're going to give me circles. As you start to kind of feel that hip warming, maybe a little burning sensation, your shoulder's going to want to start to roll down because you're going to be tired. Keep it back. 4 more. Really hold your body stable as if you were standing. That's what this is. It's a standing, but you're on your side, and then circle the other way. Stay long, reach long through the neck and head. Feel your head reaching one way and your feet the other. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, turn over, and sit back. Hopefully these exercises were helpful. It's a quick little routine that you can do every day if you'd like to help balance those muscles and help build the muscles that you need to create a really powerful golf swing. If you enjoyed this, you can head over to GretchenMcCarthy.com, and I have plenty of other workouts if you're interested. So thanks so much for watching.